fun, and I love it in a little bit of a sporty look. So here in studio, we did this great dress with that racing stripe. I hope you can see it over there. Little racing stripe down the side, so you can see. And I love a little nod to that Cunningham stripe because in 1951, it was a blue stripe, by the way. And then a pop of that green, which I think is so fun for summer. But this feels sporty. It feels like you're ready for speed. But it also feels really elegant, and that's why we paired it with the cute little just kitten heels with that matching green. So tying it all together, really making it look like an outfit. You're not actually, headed to the track, but inspired.
All right. Up next, leather, which might be the ultimate F1-inspired kind of fashion or power move.
It is. So, I mean, originally, motorsports, leather was used to protect the body. Now they use Nomex, which is fire retardant. Leather is not. But leather is synonymous with, like, being in a car. I think of leather seats, leather jackets, racing gloves. And so really cool to see it on the red carpet at F1 in lots of different iterations, colors, and textures. I think the sort of thing that you might be thinking, Lise, it's summer. What are we doing in leather? I get you. But the way that we can do this is in a bit of a lighter color. So I love the idea of leather, but going for those creams or those neutrals, maybe even like a light pink. Here we did that great little mini dress in that leatherette, matching coat, which obviously you could just make the statement, and then if you get too hot, you can take it off. Matching bag as well. And then a little nod to the checkered flag on our cute little vans down there. I love that because checkered flag, big deal in racing as well.
You bet.
Yeah.
All right, if you're living under a heat dome right now, maybe save the leather until the dome dissolves.
Yes.
Okay, we can't talk racing fashion if we're not talking the vibrant colors. Like, look at the color you're wearing right now.
I brought it. Yeah, and I love that we just mentioned the checkered flag because one of the big color combinations is black and white, and that is that checkered flag. So originally used, I believe, in 1911 at the Indy 500, it was used to symbolize, like, the end of the race, victory. So it's really become synonymous with motorsports and racing, and I love that black and white combo. We saw this in a lot of different iterations at the F1 premiere, and it really still has that that sort of like pop back and forth between the black and the white, and that's that checkered flag nod, and I love that. So we had to do it here in studio as well. Obviously, you're not going to wear like a head-to-toe checkered flag. So, when you do have that sort of combination of black, white, white, black, it gives that feel without being too overt. Again, really sporty. I love it. We're doing a skirt here, which means it's very summer-friendly. You can move around, move and groove. And then, obviously, some great little high-top black boots and another little racing stripe nod with that bag. And there's a head-to-toe look from Winners.
Very good. All right. Also, speaking of vibrant colors, you got a yellow and red combo?
I do. So yellow and red, these, yellow and red, totally racing colors. I think, the yellow flag is the caution flag at F1, so obviously very synonymous with racing. And red, to me, really made famous, like Ferrari. You can't not think Ferrari in red, but I love the color combination.
And Red Bull.
There you go.
Red Bull's a contender on the racetrack.
Yeah.
And you see, and
it'll get you racing, Red Bull, for sure.
And red is also like all about that, like rebellion, speed, fire, all of that. So I think that combination is awesome. And we saw a lot of head-to-toe looks in red and yellow, but I love combining the two. I think this really gives you that, like, all the fire, all the energy that you feel on the F1 racetrack. And then, obviously, you had to add in a little metal, because it's all about the metal at the track with the metallic shoes as well.
Very cool.
Love it. All right, some great F1-inspired looks. As I mentioned a moment ago, I was lucky enough to travel to New York a couple of weeks ago, see the film, and also sit down, there they are, with some of the stars. And we've got the cast of F1. We got those interviews for you coming up tomorrow right here on TMS. Lisa Kisbert, thank you as always. Appreciate it this morning.
Thank you. Stay stylish, everyone.
Now over to Morgan.
Right, you're like my sister now.
Actually, no. I think Morgan will join us in just a little bit. But coming up after the break, we are actually going to talk the